What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. In the last episode, we took on the Lone Labyrinth inside the ruins part of the Drablands. And in this episode, well, we're gonna waste no time and just head right back into the Drablands and finish off the ruins. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. What about Daily Riches? And no, I didn't forget about that. I already did the minigame, but I didn't get the grand prize, so I figured it really wasn't worth showing. But, that does just show how unlucky I'm actually getting with that game thus far, because, honestly, both times I've played it, it's taken me all 4 attempts to get the grand prize, and, like, what are the odds of that even happening? Like, they can't really be that high, can they? Well, actually, now that I think about it, because, yeah, there are, like, 3 wrong options and 1 correct answer, so the stats are probably pretty high for that happening, and I do the math myself, but I never really like statistics, so yeah, let's not bring back those memories. They're repressed for a reason, I'll say that much. Come to think of it though, like, a lot of my school memories are actually just repressed memories, and I'm not really sure why, because generally speaking, and I know this is gonna sound like super nerdy, but I kinda liked school. Like, I always had a good group of friends, like, since middle school, and I sort of went to the same high school as them, so I was never in that awkward, like, spot where I had to make new friends, so I always had a group of friends to hang out with. Now, mind you, I wasn't super popular, but, at least, you know, I did have friends during high school, which, understandably, I guess for a lot of people, isn't really the case. Like, a lot of the times, people go to different high school than the people they grew up with, and they have to make new friends, which totally stinks. I understand why that would make high school, like, really terrible for a lot of people, but thankfully, you know, I didn't have to go through that. So high school to me was just sort of like boring, especially the last 2 years, since at that point I wasn't really like applying myself anymore either, because I don't know, a lot of the fun I had in school I think was attributed to the competition aspect that I had with some of my friends, because a lot of the time we would like sort of have mini competitions, I guess you could say, to like see who would get the best grades or something like that, which again sounds super nerdy, but that definitely made school more fun for me, since learning, generally speaking, not really that interesting, especially if it's on like a topic that you really could care less about. So having that sort of like competition aspect definitely made it more fun for me, and probably some of my friends too, since we really did have to try extra hard to apply ourselves to learn the material just so we would do better on the test and get better grades and stuff like that. And since that sort of was like non-existent in those last 2 years of high school, like we all stopped kind of caring and not really trying too hard, since we were just getting good grades without really applying ourselves, we sort of just got all bored with it and didn't really try too much, which in return made like every day of high school seem really long and really boring. And on top of that too, like I had 2 study hall periods where I had like nothing to do, so I literally just like sat there every day for pretty much an hour and did nothing. It was super boring. Like normally we would do homework during that time, but it got to the point where the teacher would actually give us our homework in the beginning of the class. So, since we sort of already knew everything and, like, we were sort of ahead of, like, the curriculum, so we would just, like, do the homework in the middle of the class while everyone else was doing the normal classwork, and by the time the class actually ended, we were done with our homework, so when study hall rolled around, we had nothing to do. And, I kind of wish I had my car and my license at that point, because a lot of the other seniors did, and the school was really, like, loose about its policies of leaving school and coming back. They did not care at all. As long as you showed up for class and like weren't tardy, you could leave and come back and no one would even care. Like, a lot of the times the seniors, if they had like an hour of study hall like we did, they would just get up, leave, like go get some food, do something else, come back, and as long as they were in class, they didn't get in trouble. Like, no one cared. It was really awesome, actually. So if I totally had my car at that point, I probably would have done that as well. But sadly, I didn't. So yeah, I kind of was stuck in class, or, well, the lack of a class, really doing absolutely nothing. And like, I could have gone to the library, gone on the computers, but of course, every school has those stupid, like, internet filters, so you couldn't really do anything. Like, you could sit on MSN.com and read the news. And it's like, oh, that is the most fun thing to do as like a teenager in high school, right? Just read the news. So obviously we didn't really do that. Plus the library computers, like, they kind of stunk. Although at one point, someone brought in like a copy of Counter-Strike, and we loaded that on like all the computers and played that. That was pretty fun. But we didn't do that too often, honestly. So yeah, we did have some fun during high school. Oh, actually, I just remembered this. One time, I can't believe I totally forgot about this, but one time, it must have been during a study hall period or something like that, because I don't know why, but like, I guess we were in the computer hall, because I remember there being a ton of like the rolling desk chairs, so it had to be like the computer hall or something like that, but there was no teacher there, so it must have been during like a study hall or something. But I remember just like a bunch of us got these desk chairs, right? And we got these cardboard tubes. I'm not even sure where we got them from. I think they were for like posters that were on the wall or something, so they were like leftover teaching materials. But we got these rolling chairs, we got these cardboard tubes, we got on top of them, and then we got people to push us. So we were basically like having fake jousting competitions with these rolling chairs, and it was so dumb. Like, it was so stupid, but it was a lot of fun at the time. I mean, we had nothing else to do. But it did get a little bit out of hand at one point, because I remember one of us getting pushed into like this door, and we kind of broke the door locking mechanism. Like, I remember just like a huge crash, looking over, seeing the chair and one of my friends like collapsed on the floor next to the door, and all of a sudden you just heard like metal hitting the floor, and that metal was the doorknob and like the locking mechanism for the door just hitting the floor, and we were like, oh crap. Because we were screwed at that point. Like, if anyone found out, we were probably going to be in a lot of trouble. So it's a good thing that there were no teachers around there. But, yeah, needless to say, we kind of just, like, got up and left immediately. And we heard the announcement, like, the next day. They were super mad that this door was broken, by the way. I'm not even sure why. But they were a little bit upset trying to figure out who did it. And, thankfully, no one said anything. No one else knew we were there. So we didn't really get in trouble for it, but yeah, we were like, alright, let's not do that again, because kinda don't want to get, like, you know, suspended or anything like that. Funnily enough, like, I said we all got good grades and stuff like that, and we didn't really do anything. We got in trouble a lot. Like, I don't know why, but, like, the school was really strict on a couple of things, and we all just got in trouble for the most random stuff. So at some point, a couple of us were close to getting expelled from the school. We never did, though, thankfully. But it was just really dumb, because we all knew the rules, and we were all like, these are kind of stupid. Like, are we actually getting in trouble for stuff like this? It was like the kind of stuff that, you get in trouble for, but it was so stupid you don't really care about it. Like, I remember one time, and this was in English class, and I hated my English teacher. If there was any teacher that I hated, it was my English teacher for a number of different reasons. But this one was probably like the most dumb way that I got in trouble. So, one day she announced the entire class that we pretty much had a day off on like the next week or something like that. Like, it was unannounced, no one really knew about it. So, of course, like, we were kind of excited that we had the day off. So, me and one of my friends, like, we were like, yeah, super excited, high-fived each other or whatever. And, I remember at that point, we got called out of the class and sent to the principal's office, and we were like, why? Like, what did we even do that was wrong there? Literally nothing. So, yeah, we got in trouble for that. It was so stupid. Another time I fell asleep in geography class. I mean, granted, that's probably something that you should get in trouble for, but, I don't know, I felt that was pretty stupid, too, just because geography's boring, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, geography was the most boring class that I ever took, so you can't even blame me for falling asleep. Let's see, what else? Oh, we got in trouble for eating candy that another teacher gave us. Like, we went from one class to the next one, and we were all, like, eating this, like, jawbreaker-style candy, so it was kind of loud, but the teacher got mad at us because it was loud, I guess, and she just, you know, gave us all, like, demerits or whatever for having this candy that another teacher gave us, so that was really dumb. Then I got in trouble one time for smacking this kid's leg because our desks had like these little like book cubbies underneath them, and this kid was like banging his feet on the little book cubby, so it was vibrating my entire desk. So I like reached behind me and I smacked his legs, and I'm like, dude, get your legs off my desk, and I got in trouble for that. So that was cool. See, I got in trouble for a lot of stupid things at school, but other than that, I don't know, I was a pretty good student, I would say. I mean, besides like hating my English teacher and getting in trouble for a lot of dumb things. But, I mean, I did try to maintain good grades and stuff like that, and I don't even know what got me off on this tangent. Like, I've been talking about school for this entire, like, set of stages, and now we're already on the boss, and it's Prismantis, which is kind of a cool name, honestly, not gonna lie. Alright, so this seems pretty simple, just like hit the correct color with the correct colored link, am I right? That's what it seems like this is. But yeah, man, I can't believe, like, I got on that tangent for that long. It was probably really boring for a couple of you guys, so I do apologize about that. But, yeah, I guess I just have, like, a lot of school stories that I forgot about and then remembered instantly for whatever reason. Also, I do need to be careful because I took a ton of damage in that last stage. But, let's try and do this. Like, I know we can. We got, you know, 5 hearts. We're good enough. This guy does not seem that hard anyway, so bam, there we go. And ooh, now it's a little bit different. Alright, so now he's just like rotating on his side. Not a big deal. This actually makes it a little bit easier since now I can sort of reach like 2 orbs at like the same time. Well, I guess not, because I could have reached all 3 of them before regardless, so whatever. Let's try and toad him up though and see if we can't hit this top red orb when he stops moving around like a crazy psycho. There we go. And now let's go for that eye again. Come on, deal some damage. Boom, baby. Alright. Ooh, now he's glowing red, and holy crap, giant laser beam. Bruh, chill out, man. It's not that serious. Alright, looks like I need to toad him up again, I think. Although, yeah, I do need to be 3 high in order to hit these light bulbs on the top here. So come on, there we go. Only one more. Let's readjust our totem. Hopefully not take too much damage, because I do not want to die here. Alright, and bam, done. Let's hit that eyeball. Come on, deal some damage. And yeah, we did it. There we go. Alright, not gonna lie, guys. Like, Grim Temple had some pretty hard stages, but that boss was really easy. Like, holy moly. I did not feel threatened at all there. Well, I mean, I did for like a second or two, but, yeah, not really that hard. Also got a ton of rupees, so I will take that. But, yeah, I guess that does it for Grim Temple, and also does it for my random school stories and random, like, spacing out and playing Zelda. Like, I totally just completely spaced out, talked about school stories, and, beat an entire section of the Drablands. That never happens. Alright, so let's pick this chest, and we got ourselves the Spider Silk Lace. Was that the rare item? I don't know. No, it wasn't. Well, crap. Whatever. Not a big deal. But now that we're done with that, guess what? There's only 4 more stages left. That's right. There's only one more, like, major area of the Drablands. I'm pretty excited because, I don't know, we've been going very quickly through this game, and I do kind of want to see how this ridiculous plot ties out or finishes up and stuff like that. Should be fun. But you know what? That is going to do it for this video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.